Hi, it's Kathy from Bishopstone Yarns, and I am on, I'm just trying to think, what day are we now of the Tour de Fleece. We have had Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so this is day 5. I didn't make a video yesterday for my tour. I just posted a photo of my wheel here that I was using yesterday and today to spin on. For those people who've been watching, each day so far I have been spinning on my Major Craft Rose to spin up some Angora. I've got my rose over here. But yesterday I went off to one of our local guild meetings, and I spent the night away as well. So I wanted to take a wheel with me that was a little bit more, or a little bit easier to take away in the car. So I left my rose at home. I took this wheel with me, which I'll explain about in a minute, and I have been spinning up some neon. Now this neon is part of the spin that I'm going to spin up for the Tour de Femme, which is on after the tour. So once the men's race is finished, the women have a bit of a race, and so I am planning to spin this up. So I thought I would just start that yesterday, just because it makes it so much easier to transport this wheel. I have spun one bobbin on this already of neon, and this is the other half of the neon that I've got that I'm going to be spinning up. But I was asked, after I posted a photo on one of the Facebook groups for the Tour de Fleece, some people had asked if they could see this wheel working. So I thought that that's what I would do. I would just show people a quick video of this wheel working, because it's quite different, I guess, to a lot of other wheels around. This is a wind wheel, and I will do a shot later of the entire wheel so you can see it. It's an Australian design. I'm just trying to think when exactly they were designed, but they've been around for a while. I don't think they're made anymore. They were originally designed like this, and then they were bought out by someone else, and they had more of a square, I think a bit more of a square kind of point up here at the top. And they are very, very light, and they fold in half and are really good for traveling. So yeah, I find them very easy for traveling. And but the action of the wheel is totally different to I guess a conventional kind of wheel. And I do find this wheel, once it gets going, it's fine, but I do find that the tension is a little bit trickier to get going than, say, the Major Craft. The tension for this is on the flyer, and it has like an offset wheel at the bottom with a weight, kind of like a weighted wheel at the bottom. So it does have a totally different kind of feel. It's taken me a really long time to get used to this. I'm still not totally used to the action of this wheel. Once it's going and I've got the tension right and everything is going well, it's fantastic. Yes, so I guess that's just going to be the discussion about what I'm going to be talking about for this little bit of the Tour de Fleece. I will get back to my Major Craft wheel tomorrow and have a little discussion. I'll have a little talk to you about Angora rabbits, and because that's what I'm spinning. But at the moment, I think I'll just talk about this wind wheel and show you a bit more. I will also see if I can move the camera and give you a bit of a better view of how the wheel works. And at the end of this video, I might just pop in a few videos, or a few photos or videos while I was at my guild group, and I guess just a couple of little bit of spinning there, and a few photos of some flowers. This month's challenge at the Guild was for people to make, I think it was 5 flowers out of any medium, and yeah, to put them in a vase and just have them as something to display. And so I've got a few photos of those. I always love seeing all the different things that people make, all their different ideas and what they're up to. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Since my camera is so far away, I'm going to have to get up and walk all the way over there to turn it off again. So you'll see a close-up of me, and I will do another video now from a different angle to show you how this wheel works. Okay, I'll see if I can just show you the entire wheel. You can almost see all of it here, and you can just see at the bottom there the black offset wheel. That is the kind of like the motion that this wheel uses to spin. It's a very nifty little wheel, and like I was saying, very portable, and there's not much to it, not much to go wrong, but maybe just the only thing is just the tension. Sometimes I find a little bit tricky. And it does have just a little bit of a squeak in there as well. But I guess most wheels have a bit of a sound, bit of their own noise and sound. Okay, I might go and see if I can get a bit of a video from behind me of what it looks like as well. Well, this is a different angle of the wheel as I'm spinning, and so hopefully you can kind of see as well kind of the action of the wheel. And I'm quite enjoying this, spinning up this neon. It is, well, I bought some neon pink a few years ago, like when the Barbie movie came out. I went and bought some of this bright pink neon wool because there was a pattern out at the time called the Barbie shawl, and that I think it used neon pink and green and maybe some yellow, and I thought, oh, that would be really lovely, I'd love to make that shawl. And so when I bought the wool, I had spun up the neon pink, and then I realised I didn't have enough, so then I went and bought a bit more of the neon pink, and then I got some of this green and I think some orange as well to go with it. And then I went back and had a look at the shawl again, and then I wasn't really sure if I really still liked the shawl, the design of the shawl. So I thought what I'd do this year is, for the Tour de Femme, is spin up the neon and then see if I can find a shawl pattern that I could, yeah, knit this up into. I'm not even quite sure how much. It doesn't seem to go very far, this. I think, I'm not quite sure if there were 100-gram bags, but they just don't seem to, of the fleece, of the fibre that is, but it didn't seem to go very far. It might surprise me when I apply these two bobbers together. There might be more there than I think, but yes, it's always a bit disappointing when you choose a pattern and then you get the fibre to spin for it, and then all of a sudden you realise that maybe you've fallen out of love with the design a little bit. I will go back and have another look at the Barbie shawl pattern and see, maybe it's not, you know, maybe I haven't fallen out of love with it as much as I had thought. Now I've lost my end. Yeah, here we go. Yes, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to end up still making the Barbie shawl out of these neon colours or if I'm going to find a different shawl. But either way, I think they will become a really nice shawl. You probably can't see, but the jumper I'm wearing at the moment, which is the it's the Birkin jumper, but I had spun this up a couple of years ago for the Tour de Fleece, and you can't really see it, but in the yoke here there's some coloured, very faint coloured tops in it that I had also spun up for the Tour de Fleece one year, and this is out of my previous sheep that we used to own, so it's really lovely. They were merino crosses, so this was a really lovely really lovely spin to do. Okay, well, I think I've shown you the wheel. You've probably seen most of it. This is the tensioning bit here that I was talking about, so this is where you can tension it, and I still find it a little bit tricky to get the exact amount of tension on this. For some reason I seem to find tensioning all the other wheels that I've tried a lot easier than this tension. Once it's set, it's fine, but then of course once I go and move or I change the bobbin, because you have to take this off to put a new bobbin on, and then the tension has changed, so then I have to re-tension it. I don't know why I find it quite so difficult to tension this as compared to other wheels, but I do really like this. It is a really nice wheel, and there are if you're really interested, there's even a group on Facebook who the Wind Wheel Spinners group as well, so that's probably worth having a little look at if you're interested in it, or seeing how they work, or seeing multiple wheels working at once. But yeah, well, I guess that's enough for today, and I will chat to you all tomorrow, hopefully when I will be back to my Angora spinning on my Major Craft, and we can have a little chat about Angoras. Oops, sorry, that was my hand.